The biggest complaint of radar detector users is false alarms from convenience stores, gas stations and mall car parks. In this video, I'll show you how to suppress the most annoying false alarms with the help of the Cheetah Radar Detector Interface. For this demonstration, I'll interface the Beltronics STI driver with the Cheetah C100. Other compatible detectors are listed on the website below, and you can also interface with the Cheetah GPSmirror. This little gizmo is the Cheetah Radar Detector Interface. It's a small black box of tricks about 2 inches by 3.5. On the side is a software card for your individual make and model of detector. On the front, there are 2 connection sockets. One takes the power cable and the other connects to your radar detector. And on the other side, you'll see a trailing lead and a little button. These aren't used when you're linking up to the C100 or mirror. They're only used in motorcycle applications. The lead is an override cable that's used by the M27 Rider motorcycle laser jammer. And the button is a test button that sends a test signal to the False Alert helmet display. If you're using it in the car, just ignore them. Now, to set up your radar detector interface with your detector is very easy. What you do, you take the power cord out of your detector and you plug it into the power in socket on the interface box. Then you take the interface cable, plug that into the socket marked detector, and then plug the other end of the cable into 2 places on your detector. Into the power socket, you see that it powers up your detector. And with Beltronics and Escort models, you also need to plug into the headphone socket, so that the interface can listen to the alerts that your detector is giving. Now, it's pretty important that you set your detector up correctly to work. The volume level is critical. On the STI driver, you have to make sure that the volume is set for about 6.5 out of 7 bars. Each of the bars has 5 columns of dots. So you want to set it up for 3 columns. Now, due to manufacturing tolerances of the STI driver, you may have to adjust that up lightly so that in the 7th bar it's either 2 or 4 columns. But most of the time you just set it up for the 3 columns. Now, the other things you have to do is make sure that you have voice alerts off and power on should be fast, not standard. Remember to plug in the headphone socket. And you're ready to go. Tuck the power cord and the transmitter away wherever you can in your car. Essentially, what the radar detector interface is doing is it's turning your existing radar detector into a remote radar sensor for the C100 or the mirror, so that the 2 products work as one completely integrated system. You get the best of both worlds. You keep the radar performance that you already know and trust, but you enhance it with class-leading GPS alerts for photo enforcement cameras, voice alerts, and some false alarm suppression technology to get rid of most of those annoying false alarms. There are several features to quieten down your detector.
Audible alert speed.
Alert speed lets you program a speed limit below which your radar detector alerts are automatically muted. That'll deal with all the low speed alerts in town when you're sitting at the lights next to a Walgreens or a CVS. I recommend you set it for about 35 or 40. You do that by pressing button 2 or 3, that's plus or minus. So if we want to go up, we'll press button 2. We'll save it at 35. To save, you press button 4.
Saved.
Anytime you drive faster than 35 now, you'll hear your radar detector alerts. Drive slower when you don't need to hear your radar detector, and it's automatically muted. Here's an example of false alarm suppression with the GPSmirror and the Valentine 1.
Audible alert speed. Saved.
Okay, we have the yellow K-band alert going. You can see that that's picking up 5 automatic door openers here. The radar signal is all coming from ahead. If you turn up the volume on the V1, you'll hear the alarm. But that's not coming through the mirror because we're under the speed limit. We're only doing 16. We take that up above the threshold, 25. Hear the alert coming. As soon as we drop back down below 25, it's automatically muted. You can also enable or disable the various radar bands from the menu of the C100 or the GPSmirror. Just cycle through the menu until you get to the bands.
Audible overspeed, X band.
1 is on and 0 is off. KU band's not used in the States, so you can keep that switched off as well.
Saved.
Press save to save your settings. Whenever your radar detector now picks up a signal, it's the Cheetah GPS detector that will give you the alert, using its own alert tones.
KA band. K band. X band. KU band. Laser.
There's also a diffuser alert whenever you have one of the top laser jammer systems wirelessly linked with the detector. When you're swimming in false alarms, a great way to quieten the detector is to use the City Mute button.
City Mute on. City Mute on. X band.
We're coming into town, and what I've just done is I've just put the GPSmirror mode into City Mute. Now what that will do is it will give me the voice announcement whenever the detector first picks up the band, but it mutes the ongoing audio alerts so you don't get the annoying false alarms. So I'm just going to take City Mute off.
City Mute off. X band.
So you can hear that we're getting the false alarms from automatic door sound. If you want to mute an individual radar alert, you can press button 3 and it will stay silent till the end of the alert. One final point about the Valentine. If you use a concealed display or remote audio adapter, make sure you order the different interface. Alert speed, band control, City Mute and radar mute. 4 great features that will help tame those false alarms on your radar detector. Just one more reason to buy a Cheetah over any other camera detector. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy using your new, quieter detector.